Hey everyone, Simply Jeff, and really excited. Kind of a last minute show put together, but I thought this is something we should definitely let you guys know about. I'm doing a part of a 2-day event here with Smoke Break Crew and RadioCave, along with onemind.org, and it's all about um, traumatic brain injury. And the proceeds are going to One Mind, and we're also going to be talking about a DJ platform too that's kind of interesting, that might be suitable for DJs to play live, and you won't really have to worry about licensing too much. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well right after this. Hey everyone, Simply Jeff, back with founder of Smoke Break Crew. We got Timothy, DJ Toks, and we got Nicholas Seigel, founder of RadioCave Foundation. Welcome guys to the show. We're going to be bringing on some more people as well. But first I want to start with the founders of this amazing event that you guys are doing. It's a 2-day event. It's aligned with One Mind. .org, and why don't you tell us a little bit about that, and maybe Toks and Nicholas, maybe you want to talk about how you guys got together for this special event.
Right on. Well, yeah, the whole event stems from my suffering a traumatic brain injury back in 2014. I suffered through just unimaginable things, and the only brightness that came from it was the people that just went out of their way to actually help me. And they weren't part of a foundation, they weren't part of the TBI awareness community, anything like that. They were just normal nurses or doctors that just went above and beyond. And I always, as far as I can remember, you only recover so much from a traumatic brain injury,
Yeah.
So I wanted to give back as soon as I could. There's just a huge drive in me to do good for the people that need it and the people that don't get it. And finding an organization like One Mind that does this sort of thing, I wish I had them back when I suffered my brain injury, but I didn't. So let's make the world know that they can be there for you. They can be there for your family member, anybody that's suffering from any sort of a traumatic brain injury. It's only a click away right now. So I run and founded the Smoke Break Crew, or SBC, and I wanted to start doing good with the music. And Nick and I met about a year and a half ago under a situation of it was an unlikely situation that was going to happen, and what the boundaries and that he had. So he came forth, proposed to this entity that I was with in group, and they were not accepting of the idea. And I came to Nick and said, "You have an idea for a better tomorrow." You know, let's
Uh,
make it. Let's make it happen. You know, and
that,
so I wanted to do this event, and Nicholas has just been 100% there from the get-go, and he's doing so much legwork, and he's doing so much keyboard work and editing and everything, and it is so unfair for anybody to think that this is my event. This is our event. This is it. This is your event too. This is all of our events. We've all put in for this.
It's a
But
community.
Nicholas is the workhorse that's been carrying, you know, an extra 5 packs.
yeah, right. Yeah, it's so great. And when we were talking yesterday a little bit, Nicholas, I think it was really awesome how you got together with Toks. You know, can I give everyone a little bit of story of that? I thought that was really cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, I just as far as you know, as far as the group when I approached them and just how that came to be, you're referring to?
Yeah, like how no one else.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wanted to build something after I had experienced Earth Dance, Florida, and I really had the experience I did, and I figured out what I wanted to do with everything and with the business. I came to a group and I proposed, you know, basically doing these events online and me doing the promotions for them and handling basically the back end of everything. And they turned me down, essentially wanting to know how much they would get paid up front, you know, with no benefit, no anything, you know. And I'm just a simple guy, you know, and I was just trying to start from scratch. And sure enough, you know, Toks was, you know, part of that crew, and he kind of stepped aside and came to me on the you know, on the side and said, "Hey, let's do something. You know, I like your direction." And you know, and it kind of worked for me too, because with epilepsy, I smoke, and it was the smoke break crew. So I was kind of like, wow, that's a great synchronicity. I was like, oh, I really like that. I was like, that's a meant to be moment for me. And then when I found out Toks also liked dragons and our logo was going to become dragons, well, that sealed the deal.
That's way awesome. So tell us a little bit about your background. I thought that was real interesting too.
Well, I was a director of operations for about 10 years for a finance company. And then I worked for SunTrust Bank, and I was a Microsoft network engineer working in their antivirus remediation department. And unfortunately, due to epilepsy, I was unable to continue working in the workforce. And in 2012, pretty much was forced to leave. And look for disability at that point. And, you know, since then, you know, at one point in time, I was having 2 seizures a month, and now I manage my stress, and you know, with the help of medical marijuana, and then it's now only 1 every few years. So it's just something that I really have to manage, but it's helped me a lot. And, you know, for him to come along with the smoke break crew and everything else, it just really fell right into place and felt like it was the right thing to do. So ever since then, I told them that I would do everything I can to promote them. And I've done that from day one. And I think Tim would agree with that. I've always done everything I can for every artist, you know, in every circumstance. And that was my vow to the community, because that kind of gave me my direction. Because prior to 2018, I had spent many years wandering with the epilepsy diagnosis and really didn't know who I was and what value I had to community and the others around me. And, you know, basically I thought I was a big waste of space for many years. And, you know, when I got the opportunity to come out of that and realize that I didn't want to be a victim anymore, I was able to have these opportunities that came about. And still today, the opportunities are coming more and more, just like the platform that you hinted to, that we'll speak about later. Yeah, you know, there's opportunities everywhere that seem to come up, and, you know, and we're starting from scratch and just building from there. And we've come a long way. We've got 2 years of business history behind us now. And in 2021, we're crossing our fingers, and we're looking forward to applying for our nonprofit license. So we're looking forward to that.
I think that's absolutely wonderful that you guys are doing that for the community and letting people know. There's a lot of artists now who suffer from all types of brain injury. And
yeah, and we're not just focusing on specifically, I mean, as far as the community is concerned, just brain injury. Our hashtag is we are a voice for all spectrum. So we started with epilepsy simply because that was closest to me and it was easy for me to understand and to post on and to really speak about. But we've expanded to autism and now traumatic brain injury. And as we go, I mean, the educational nonprofit that I'm building is really to serve all spectrum of disability. And that's why the Radio Cave's logo is a rainbow lotus, because we service all the spectrum of, you know, of ribbon support, so to speak. So, you know, it's very, very specific in its intent. And this is just the very beginning of what we plan to support.
now, so this is your third show together, is that correct?
Yes, this is our third charity event, and then we also have a community builder milestone, which is a orphanage and village in Uganda that we support as well as a community.
Wow. Well, that's great. And you were telling me about some sort of other things that you had, like a mobile cart or something like that.
Well, one of the things we want to do is we want to look into getting a mobile art caravan, and we have a lot of ideas as far as our expansions into the future, and it's just a matter of being able to get funding. I think once we get our nonprofit license, that'll be able to open up a lot of doors as far as funding is concerned, and also once we start getting the exposure out there more. You know, it's a big world out there, and you got to reach the right people. But by doing the things we're doing and by keeping the track record we're doing and being true to our values and morals to community, it's only a matter of time before we get to where I intended us to be and be able to support each other the way I had intended.
That's great. I mean, as soon as we can, you know, travel again and be with other people again, I've already got planned out a tour with one of our crewmates, Dominic Audio, and we're just going to be stopping and doing charity events with all of our different connections across the country.
Great.
So, and while doing that, we'll be stopping also at children's hospitals to be doing some live shows. And we're not just, you know, breakbeat DJs. You know, we are essential DJs. We are genre blind, you know.
Right.
I mean, screw it. I'll throw down a beer barrel polka in the middle of any set. Bam. You know?
Right on.
You know, you're doing that house party and people are drinking and not paying attention, and then it's all in Zimbabwe. We are the world.
That's great. So, so Nicholas, you're in Florida, right? And Toks, are you in San Francisco right now, or are you?
I'm in San Francisco. Been in San Francisco for about 20 years. Misconception is that I'm in the UK because I have a show on a UK radio station. And then the other assumption is that I'm from Florida because I have 8 billion DJ friends in Florida. But no, I'm here in San Francisco. And yeah, Outer Sunset District. Me and Dominic Audio are here in the area. We got Amber Leigh, who's also here in the area, which is part of the Smoke Break crew. DJ Lovely. Of course, you know, Rockit and Orchid are just a stone's throw away. So yeah, we actually have a building and more prolific crew in the Bay Area. But we also have crew in Australia and UK and Canada.
South America.
Yeah, South America. Yeah.
Wow, that's really awesome. That's really cool. So how'd you guys okay, so it's a 2-day event. It starts on the 29th at 12
p.m.
Yep,
12.
And
Eastern.
It ends
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard. Okay. And it ends at God, you gave
roughly about it ends roughly sometime after 12:53 on the 30th.
On the 30th. So it goes for 2 days, nonstop music. Of course, there's going to be a lot of breakbeat artists, but also there's going to be a lot of other artists too.
We've got live musicians. We've got as far as genres, we've got breakbeats, we've got trance, we've got house, we've got some hard house, we've got some drum and bass. There's quite a big selection of stuff, and we've also have it prepared so that we've been promoting our YouTube channel over the last few months for the event. So the stream will be going there, but it's also in the description when you guys get to the page. If for any reason the YouTube stream has any problems, then we have multiple other streams being broadcast to Twitch for one, as well as our website, and also the Play DJ that we'll speak about later. So we've got a number of backup streams for you. So no matter what, this event is going down.
Yeah, it's like a true underground party. You know, we have a backup party area. You know, this place gets shut down, we move to the next warehouse. All right.
Yeah, right.
There, next warehouse.
I know that's awesome. And how'd you guys think of, how'd you get all these artists together, and how'd you come up with this the artist lineup?
So I came out of my brain injury in 2017. And I wanted, like I said, to start giving back, and I started making connections with people that I thought were just awesome and were doing things right. And I made one particular phone call that really kind of made me extremely nervous and squeamish, and I think he thought I wanted to wear his skin or something. But yeah, I called this guy Jeff Adachi out of my brain injury. And you were one of the first connections that I remade from the 90s that I could recall, because most of everything was wiped with the brain injury.
Oh my God, I'm glad I still made your memory banks.
Dude, you don't know how important of a person you were for me. I mean,
oh man, that's awesome.
3 major people that put me on this path, and I've gotten now to work with you, all 3 of them. So it's a really great thing. And yeah, so I've made all these connections over the last couple of years being a DJ on NSB radio, and just networking. So these are all my favorite artists. These are all the people that I'd want to work with now, before, and again going forward,
And then as far as, I'm concerned on my side, I had an idea when I saw how our community was taking to artists going live on Facebook. I kind of saw how the reactions were. I saw that people really liked the things. And then I thought, well, we can just apply this to, some type of event for nonprofits. And we started small, and we've just continued to kind of work our way up. And the first event, I think the first one I asked everybody about, we had 8 artists. The second one we had, I think it was around 16, and this one we had like 30. So it's progressively just gotten bigger and bigger, and it's great. The reaction's been great from the community, and we learn things along the way, and each show is a little more stable and a little more advanced, and it's cool.
Wow, that's great. So this is I guess we should introduce some of the artists that are joining us today. So we'll bring them on one at a time, and then as a group we'll just go ahead and talk about all the other things that you have in store. So I guess first we could bring up Amber, since she was first to come up. So Amber from San Francisco. Hey, Amber.
Not San Francisco. I was born in Oakland. I represent Oakland.
Oh, you're born in Oakland. Wow, Bay Area.
California.
Okay, North Cal.
We met through the UK.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, Amber, were you born and raised in the Bay Area?
Yeah. During NSB radio show when I met Toks, but he was from San Francisco and I'm from Oakland. So
okay.
That's right across the bridge. So I got to meet his dog. It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of clouds over the house that day.
Yeah. Amber, how long you been DJing for?
I remember. I started in 1999. Yeah, since 1999. And so I guess there come February, somewhere around there.
Wow, that's great, man. And you've been kicking ass, and on the live streams I've been seeing you, like all the the Fractured shows and all the other things that you're doing too as well. So it's awesome that you're out there and you're doing it, and yeah, it's great.
She did an awesome podcast pod party too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So locally, I play. Generally get booked by pretty much every company locally in the area with all the genres I play. So I just know a lot of people. I'm always in some different stuff.
Right. I love your record collection behind you. You got some old school stuff. Yeah. Yesterday you bought an old African Bambaataa.
It's a bit of it. Yeah, and I love this. This was one of my recent pickups. This is one of my. So you don't have to break the law to have a criminal record. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. That's what, Streetwise, or what was that old label?
So yeah, no, I'm a my turntables are right here. My friend made me custom made dust covers. If you guys want some, I'll hook you up with the guy. And then I got here. So this is just my jam station. I've got a lot of stuff downstairs, and I'm going to be building a studio in my basement.
Oh, nice.
This year. And I expect to have all my beat machines and microphones and keyboards and crap up.
Well, you're going for it. That's awesome. It's good to hear. So, okay, that's awesome. So I guess next up, we're going to bring up our good friend, DJ Rockit. You ready, Rockit?
I'm ready. What's up, guys?
Yeah.
So Rockit, you're from NorCal.
Born and raised.
Yeah, that's
we're actually I guess me and you are kind of born and raised in the 916.
Yes.
So
916 represent, Sacktown. Woo! So yeah, definitely Rockit. And you have a really interesting history too. And with your wife too as well. You guys both are DJs. Been doing it for quite some time now. I mean, you really blew me away on those Fractured events, and that's really how I really got to really know. I mean, I know we hung out, when I came out to Sacramento and played and everything, and we reminisced a little bit, but really was got to know you through these live streams. And I think with this whole COVID-19 thing, I think the one good thing that came out from all of this is us actually getting more connected, I think before, you're just at the club, you meet them, you talk with them, you hang out, and that's pretty much it, but when you're doing these live streams, especially when you're with a group such as this one, you're actually communicating, you're getting your guys's, addresses, and it's just easier to keep in touch. We're all following each other, giving each other props that way. I just think it's just awesome. But just getting back to the point where I really love watching your streams.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, that's been one of the I think, like I was saying before, one of the most amazing things out of all the nuttiness that's come out of 2020 along with COVID is the fact that we have the technology to communicate more so than ever. And I mean, if you think about it, I don't know if back in the day, a lot of us used to communicate on public forums, like up here in the Bay Area and in Sacramento, we had what was called Ground Score, and everybody would chat together and send messages in the forums. And that's how a lot of people communicated. And that kind of went away, but with live streaming and stuff like that, we're able to, it's almost like we're able to reach out more. And as a DJ, you get to read what's going on in the chat. You get to respond more. You get to actually talk to people more. And it's a weird way, but I feel like with the disconnect of just being in front of a camera, these live streams and these events that we all take part in, whether they be charity events or if they're our own personal live streams, I feel like has given us a little bit more of a connection to the people that watch us and listen to us and that support us, because it makes us have to really reach out and communicate with them. I mean, there's DJs out there that just play and stuff like that, but I think there's a majority of DJs really get into, talking back to their chats and stuff like that. So I think it's really awesome. And it's connected so many of us too. So many of us that may have, like you said, hung out in the past briefly because we played together, it was something real quick, but because of things like that and charity events like this, we get to actually talk a lot more and discuss a lot more things that we didn't know that we had in common, or places that we lived at, in the same cities and stuff like that.
So something in common. This is a great segue to talk about something in common. So tell us about your wife's traumatic experiences, your traumatic experiences as well. Something that pertains to what we're talking about today. I thought that was really cool.
So with my wife, and her name, she goes by DJ Orchid. Many know who she is from the East Coast. Many know who she is out here on the West Coast. She's one of the most amazing female DJs out there. The girl can play. I mean, she stole my heart when I first heard her. Mm-hmm. One of the things, though, she does suffer from back in 2010, because she has lupus. They put her on experimental medication to try to help her with her lupus. And due to that experimental medication, it caused her to have very serious seizures that caused her to have traumatic brain injury. And due to those seizures and that medication, they had to induce her into a 3-day coma to get the medication out of her system. From that, she developed brain fog. Sometimes she has slight memory loss. There are certain things that affect her a lot differently, when it comes to memory and focus. And then also, since then, she's been in 3 car accidents too. One of them, she hit her head really bad on when a lady rear-ended her. So she's been through quite a bit. But like I said before, my wife is a major trooper. She's a gangster, great mother. We have a crazy little one, and we have 3 older ones that she's been amazing to. So she's, through everything she's gone through, she's a fighter, and she's pretty awesome. And she's, like I said, she's a badass DJ.
Oh my God! And you guys are, you guys continue to be really busy. I don't know how you find the time to actually do it, because you have a full-time job and all that, right?
Yeah, I have a full-time job where I work with emergency management, and that's a lot. That's a lot of daily stress that goes on, because we deal with everything from earthquakes, fires, floods, and now COVID-19 responses here in California. And then her job, she stares at 3 screens all day, talks to people on the phone, does a lot of math, and she helps people out. So she's got the, and because of COVID, she's also at home taking care of our little one too. So yeah, she goes through a lot, and then I'm out there on the streets and trying to survive, and we both bring home the cash. And then with our love for our music, we do this, just because we love it. I mean, we've had the opportunities to play in front of, before COVID hit, in front of many, many, many people. And bread and butter aside, this has always been a passion of both of ours. We love music so much. I mean, I make my little one listen to everything from breaks to classical jazz to punk rock all day long.
That's great, right? You do what you love, that's what keeps it going, I think. Yep. Definitely, most definitely. Okay, and our last guest we're bringing in, this is the first time I'm going to be meeting him too, live. We got Crave.
What's up, brother?
Hey. What's up? Oh,
I met Crave before. I recognize the face, I think.
I think we have played together before. We just never chance to talk in the dark.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad you made the stream, Crave. So tell us a little bit more about yourself and where you reside, and where you're DJing and all that good stuff.
Well, I come out of Jacksonville, Florida, Duval, baby. But long story short, I've been playing since '98. I played it with records as a kid, obviously. Before I had my first mixer and turntable, I was always that little kid screwing up his parents' records, trying to scratch back and forth on records that I shouldn't have been doing it on. But,
I live that life.
But it's funny. I've been with Smoke Break Crew for about a year now. I'm also the vice president. Don't know how I got it. They just say I'm a good guy, so I just say, okay, I love you guys too. This is all my family, obviously. I mean, this is my brothers and sisters. We talk on the daily, at least probably 5 times a day. Other than that,
that's why.
That's why.
I'm the most humble guy, I guess. But yeah, but this is truly a family for me. And the way I got involved with SBC is I was at that plateau where I was spinning still, but for myself on like doing little Mixcloud things here and there. But I was kind of tired of the club scene. And every time I went to Facebook, I kept seeing this group SBC. And I was just like, man, this group is fire. As a matter of fact, today is me and Toks' 1 year anniversary. So I love you, Toks.
All right.
I even sent you a sweet message earlier too.
I got it. I'm gonna get it tattooed on my butt cheek.
So we got lots of love. People might think we're hooking up on the side, but it's all good. But truly, my family.
How'd you two actually meet though? Like, how'd you actually meet? I mean, you're all the way over there in Florida. Well, you have a lot of friends in Florida, but how do you guys meet?
Toks put out a message on Facebook, and he was like, look, we're looking for good crew members. We're looking for crew, this and that. And I was like, I'm a decent DJ. I think I could add to this group. I definitely have the heart, at least, to be supporting the causes and the events and supporting other people and bringing them in as well. So like I said, I'm very humble even to be even a part of this group. So the best way I can really put it is I'm blessed by this whole family. But I reached out to Toks and I was like, hey man, I heard you're looking for new talent. Is there any way I could talk to you, get to know you guys, maybe even be a part of it? We talked for about what took 2 to 3 weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
like religiously every day. Like we were both going through some things at the time, and outside of the crew, we developed a bond. But before I knew it, he was like, hey man, just come in the crew chat, meet the crew, maybe make us a mix so we can check you out a little bit. And of course, that was probably the most nerve-wracking mix I'd ever made in my life.
Oh God.
But luckily they accepted me. And from there, we've done so much in just the year I've been involved with this. I got a chance to know Nick. Amber is definitely my sweetheart. We talk all the time. But Rockit, he always keeps me laughing all the time. So, the best way to put it, man, you won't see another crew with as much love as we have. I mean, truly, we support each other. We support events. We support people that are just starting to spin. We bring other members in that we feel it's not really based on your DJ skills. Obviously, you don't have to be the best DJ in the world. I'd actually prefer you not be. But it really comes down to where your heart is. If you got the heart, you got the passion and the love, man, we invite you in the family. That's the best way I can really put it.
That's so cool. And are you full-time DJ or do you do other things?
No, I'm not full-time. I wish I could be. I'm a nerd data analyst by day, so I'm usually digging into everything and anything.
Man, but when he lets loose, he lets some serious tunes go, man. I mean, impressive.
Nice. I can't wait to hear his set. Definitely, when that goes off tomorrow, it's really, really exciting. So I want to talk a little bit more. Okay, so we're all proceeds go to onemind.org. So you guys want to tell us a little bit more about onemind.org a little bit?
Well, onemind.org, basically what we do is we simply search out for nonprofit organizations that are registered on Facebook, and we search out for ones that'll essentially work with us. And what we simply did with them was we went on a hunt looking for a TBI supporting nonprofit organization. And I wanted to find something, or Toks wanted preferably find something in California. So we were looking in California. We found a couple places. First place we looked for turned us down because they didn't like the smoking references, and they couldn't see beyond the imagery. And I quite frankly told the guys, if their first reaction is abrasive like that, then it's probably going to be something that's hard to work with. So we generally take those in stride, and we just move to the next community. And we, after we found the right one, we reached out to One Mind, and they were great. They wanted to do everything right along, and we basically told them what we were going to do, and they let us know that what they could provide us along the way. everybody, and I pretty much told them that we're pretty self-sufficient, and we pretty much got this on our own. We've done this, a couple times before, and they were really happy with that, and they were really happy with the initiative. So we went ahead and just ran with it, and just basically went from there. So it's really just a matter of finding the communities there that want to work with us, that are willing to, work with individuals like ourselves that are really looking to, step up and become more and become something bigger than ourselves.
Yeah, it's really awesome that they're able to, say welcome, because they work with some pretty big name artists, right? I mean,
yeah, wow, they're a very big
artists,
site.
All kinds of types of people they work with.
They're a very, very large site. They've been in business for over 20 years, I believe, since the 80s. And, the site is very, very large. So they're definitely a very large organization. They help a lot of people. And, this is simply something that, we're honored to be able to do this for them. And, it's great because in the future, we always look back at the organizations we've done benefits for. And in the future, we will do benefits for them again. So basically, it's like once we get through more spectrum for the first round and we need to go back for a second round, we just rinse and repeat with the organizations that we've already built our communities up with. So they'll be in for another round of support down the road too.
Wow, that's
and that's one of the things with SBC and TRCF is each member gets to choose a charity and head an event for that charity. And we all go in for it, So our next one is being organized and done for by Dominic Audio for cystic fibrosis to benefit kid breaks. And then we'll have another one, I believe, in the dog adoption realm.
Wow.
So,
Viva Lobo.
Yeah, each person gets to pick one, and then once we reach the end of the crew,
and just cycle around. And then Jeff, I don't think we talked about this yesterday either, but we also have we'll be having our artists eventually migrating over to the earthdance.tv platform and working with those artists and individuals over there too. RadioCave performed with Earth Dance last year, and we were one of the 5 locations that actually worked with Earth Dance to produce their events, and we'll be doing those every year as well. And those are a major fundraiser each year in September. So
whoa, I can't wait to look out for that too as well. That's really awesome, guys. That's really cool. So another thing that okay, so how are you guys going to broadcast this, right? So how's this all going to happen? Tell me a little bit more about your way of broadcast, because right now, us being DJs, and for all those who don't know, there's this law coming out where it's going to be really hard for DJs to do their live streams as DJs playing music that's not licensed to them and stuff like that. You're going to get needed. Or there's also talks about a fine, right? Or some sort of sentence.
Yeah, I mean, there's all types of talks. There's all types of talks about all sorts of things. Yeah. And basically what we're doing is we have a number of different things that we've tried out over the years, and we've been really focusing on this as a collective. And many of us have been digging our heels into this. And basically we found a platform called playdj.tv that allows you to purchase a license through them. And they're actually licensed through BMI, ASCAP, PRS, and ICE International, and those all are licensing agencies. And basically, it's a up and coming platform that really has not had a lot of use up until now, but they're really in a proactive and a progressive stance in the market, and they're really trying to build something for DJs. So our broadcast will essentially be using that as a primary base, and then from there shooting out to all our other platforms, and all those details will be on the YouTube description. So basically everybody can follow the links that are on Facebook or the website, and all the details are on YouTube. But since we've been promoting that as our general public viewing option, we're basically just keeping everybody there, and we'll use the Play DJ as we need it. Now, moving forward, it's going to be a great way for other artists to go ahead and sign up and start looking at licensing and streaming and things of that nature, because the more of us that get over there and use it, the more likely is that they'll be able to, license things properly and, take the feedback from the community and actually do what we want. You know, they essentially are in business to make money. So if the community gives them feedback and we start making them money, well, that's the direction the platform is going to go. That's just the natural development of software and business. So that's kind of what we're looking at, and we're pushing and we're targeting, and we're going to be going full steam in January. We'll have shows coming out soon, advertised on YouTube and advertised on Facebook for our events that will be hosted probably bi-weekly, every 2 weeks or so, maybe to start on Play DJ, and then we'll work our way up to weekly events and go from there. And then a lot of our artists too will have their individual accounts and stuff like that as well. We're just going to have mega block hours and mega promotions for the community side page.
Right.
Yeah, and it's a total. I mean, it is a good business model for what they're doing. The whole idea, because I mean, there's so many of us worried about with COVID and the fact that so many artists, DJs and stuff have gone towards streaming platforms, and people have tried Instagram, Facebook, and then Twitch, of course, and stuff like that. So there's been a lot of things just to wrap our heads around with ever since with the DMCA issues that have come out. YouTube dealt with DMCA issues like 6-7 years ago. They got it all pretty much all figured out. And they still have, their situations. Twitch, has their situations, and it is a big looming dark cloud over so many people, from gamers, which it started with, to now DJs. Everything I've learned and talked to, it's not as deadly as it sounds, but it's still something that we should concern ourselves about. But with this platform, they have that base model where you're paying them to basically pay for the licenses. That way you're able to do your performances stress-free and stuff like that. And it's a dope idea. It's a really, really, really dope idea. That way we're able to go on there, and if you play a remix of, let's say, Madonna and stuff like that, we don't have to worry about being muted or taken down. Whereas some platforms, unfortunately, like Facebook, they catch your, if their bots hit you, they mute you or take you down. And, there's all sorts of threats about bans and site and page takedowns and stuff like that. So Play DJ is really, really an awesome, awesome business model for us DJs. And even though there's that thing of, you pay for the service, they're paying for those licenses so you can continue to play stress-free. So it's really dope.
Yeah.
So is the service expensive? Say if I wanted to put up a mix and I want to sign up for Play DJ, how are you?
No, you can actually sign up for free and actually get 5 hours as an individual user each month, and you can play for free and set up your own page, set up your own account, or you can pay for a pro account, and the pro account ends up being, if you pay for it yearly, it's under $300 a year. And you set up a pro account, and then you get up to 25 hours, and you can purchase extra blocks of time. And I'm actually trying to in talks with them and trying to hopefully see them put some additional features. Like they just added a save feature, but I'm also trying to hopefully give them some feedback and get some other features added in there too. So it's really great. It's a really cool product, and I'm hoping to see more people use it, because then we can really mold it to what the community needs.
Yeah, Nicholas, I think too, if anybody's listening, the monthly, you can get the pro subscription US, because it's based out of the UK. Monthly is $19 a month, I think, and $19 a month. But when you think about it, us as DJs, if you're paying for something that way, we don't have that issue of worrying about streaming and having our stuff muted or taken down. I mean, that not only is it supporting a platform that's trying to support us, it's helping us have a way to continue to do what we love and to get, our music out there and play, hopefully in front of, we as many viewers as we can. Now, of course, it always comes down to how you promote yourself, any platform, even Mixcloud, and they do their live thing. People are often worried, let's just say Twitch, for instance. There's a huge user base on Twitch, predominantly all gamers. Music has now become a predominant thing, slowly becoming a predominant thing, and it's a very small sliver of how many viewers watch it overall.
Right.
And but they have the tools and stuff that to build community, so you're able to draw people, but it's still about promotion. Same thing with this. It's just about promotion now. And, you know, and people will say, well, I don't want to pay for it. Well, you have a free option for 5 hours. You know, you do get more things when you do pay into the platform, and then that builds the platform up to be more stable, to give you better user interfaces in the future, all sorts of stuff like that. So it's, in the current situation, it's not a bad thing to put money into something that is trying to help you grow and grow your music and your artistry. And with things like this, I mean, they even have an option, like if you want to throw events, they have an option coming. I believe it's coming soon, Nicholas, to where you can actually set it up to where you could charge people to be able to view your event, like going.
Yes, they have private event entry, and they also have a new autosave a stream feature, both.
Yeah.
So that's interesting that you mentioned that, because you know, with this DMCA thing, it's almost, well, how I took it is that they're not going to come after you unless you're taking money in, right?
Yeah, from my understanding, and I do need to do some more research into it. There is a clause where what they're doing is they're making it easier for labels to take people to small claims court that are making any type of income off of their streams. Now, the overall idea of the whole thing is they're not going to come after every single streamer. They're going to go after Twitch itself or Facebook or anything like that, because they're allowing streamers to violate, you know, the RIA rules and DMCA laws and stuff like that. So they would more so go after the bigger companies. But there are in this law that's being put into the COVID relief bill. I'm not sure if it's still in there or if it passed or what. There's all sorts of things about the COVID relief bill being passed or not being passed, but it was written in there basically allowing people to be able to take you to small claims court, and then possibly if you lost, there is a possible punishment of, I believe it's 10. It's a felony, and it's up to 10 years in jail, depending on the severity.
Man, that's just absolutely nuts.
It is nuts. It's it's madness. I'm still learning a lot about it. I update these guys about information I have. There's a guy out there named there's an amazing dude out there named Billy Lane who breaks it down for a lot of people who check him out. There's also people like a guy named Devin Nash, who's a big YouTube Twitch streamer, and he does a lot of videos on YouTube, and he breaks it down too. So for creators, content creators, period, from gamers to people that do stuff on YouTube to us DJs, I mean, it is a whole scary, like I said, the dark cloud that we do have to worry about, but we don't have to worry about too. But back to, you know, with platforms like Play DJ and even Mixcloud, they're making it more accessible for DJs to be able to do this stress-free.
Right. The one thing I was kind of bummed out about Mixcloud, I mean, Mixcloud is cool. I'm glad that they're there and they're there for the DJ. Props to Mixcloud for that. But yeah, I was like hoping that I could like save videos on there too, because it's like I put a lot of work into my shows, and you know, all you get is the audio, you know, which is cool. I'll take that, you know what I mean? But are you saying that Play DJ, are we able to, will people be able to watch my video?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
If you have the pro account.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once again, they're based in UK, and like Nicholas said, they are paying into all these licenses. If you go on there, and you don't have to. So the cool thing is you don't have to sign up to watch it. So like with Twitch, you have to have a Twitch account to watch a Twitch video. With Play DJ, you don't. If there's somebody shares a link, posts it on Facebook, do something, you can click on it and watch it. Now, if you want to interact with the chat, I believe you have to have.
Crave actually tested it today, and all you have to do to get to the chat is literally just create a username, and you're in.
Them. So it's nice that there's no restrictions to be able to view streams. You know, right. Whereas with Twitch, you know, you have to join Twitch to be able to do it, and because of the DMCA thing, almost every content creator on the platform, for the most part, deleted their VODs and their clips, and turned off the ability to record VODs and clips due to the fact being, even though if you deleted them, if you got a DMCA strike and you went through back and deleted them, what was being saved is, even though you deleted them, Twitch has everything on a public server that is backed up, and that's how the RIAA bots were scanning and sending out all these DMCA strikes. So, and I know Twitch has been trying to address it somewhat, but they're not. It's something that just definitely has to be fixed with them. And once again, Twitch is an amazing platform, huge community, built by gamers. Yeah. But with us DJs now and other music creators joining and becoming part of it, it's
time for us DJs to have our own platform.
Yeah, well, the big music labels want their money. They want their money anyways.
Which I'm fine with that if they give us a proper platform. I'm more than happy to oblige from one business to another. I'm more than happy to oblige them if they give us the proper platform.
Yeah, if somebody, if somebody in like Play DJ does, if they're paying, they're paying into the licensing, it's perfect, because we are playing other people's music.
Yeah,
and they shouldn't have.
I think we'd all pay for it.
Yeah.
Though. We don't pay for it. If there's anyone on this panel that wouldn't pay that monthly or yearly fee if they just gave us the fucking option,
Yeah.
I'd pay for it. I would pay $500, $1,000 a year if I had to. Whatever the fucking cost was for me to do what I do. I don't pirate any of my, so it's like.
And that's the whole thing too. That's one thing.
They have to give us an option. There's too many.
Yeah, and that's one thing too. Like, just to quote Billy, pirating stuff is lame, and people should get their dues for what they create and stuff like that. And us as DJs too, even though we're still creating music and stuff like that, but we are, we should have the option to pay into something like that. That way we can support. So the money does go back to the labels and to the artists and the other creators that have made the music, that we're able to play. So, and especially in times like this now, where we're all living in trying to keep ourselves in a quarantine bubble, but we still want to share, our passion and what we do. Why not? Why not support something that's willing to support us?
Most definitely. I'm 100% behind that for sure. It's crazy because I even have I'll even have problems playing my own music and trying to fight for is this really your
problems playing your music too?
Man. My label,
Well, and I got to explain to you too that all comes down to everything from who you're going through as a distributor. If the distributor is owned by a larger label or a larger corporation too, that gives them the right, because as working with them, giving them the rights to distribute your music, you're also giving them the rights to your music. So if Joe Bob at Big Boy's distribution is putting out your music and stuff like that, and they want their piece of the pie, they're gonna, even if you're playing it on a platform, they can hit you with a DMCA strike to try to get whatever money, and so be it. It's due to you and them. It's your creation, but they're putting it out. So
yeah,
Facebook's bad about that.
I was trying to get really creative too when I heard about all this. Man, how am I going to do live streams now? Do I really go live and just take beats and parts and just kind of mess around? I don't know. I couldn't even. But now that I hear that this Play DJ is here, it kind of made me kind of think about things a little bit more. To the point where I think I could probably get into this, because I would not mind paying into getting my mixes fully licensed. I wouldn't have no problem with that. So
yeah. And going back to what you're saying about trying to figure out ways to play, everybody's come up with all these crazy ideas, from putting a tone in your mix, fast mixing, to talking over your mix, all sorts of stuff.
That's right.
I've had my mixes muted and taken down on Facebook. I've had my mixes muted on YouTube. I've had
there are certain artists
when we had VODs up on Twitch, I've had my VODs muted and taken down. So I've never gotten a DMCA strike, but I've had things muted or taken down on other platforms and stuff like that. So this thing is awesome.
So say if got a strike. Okay, so say so basically it'd probably be a warning to take your mix down. Now, do I have to take down that mix, or should I take down all my mixes on Facebook or YouTube or wherever I'm getting a strike from?
Oh, wait, you guys. So a friend of mine Facebook today on his new account because he got shut down because of his mixes that he's been doing. And I asked him, I'm like, was this before or after October 1st? He was getting hit for stuff he did after October 1st, which was that deadline they gave. They shut his Facebook down with his 5,000 followers.
Oh, shit.
Another friend of mine from the UK, I can't find him. He was streaming a few times a day. So I don't know if it sounds like they're starting to put the hammer down on Facebook. Some people's accounts have already gone shut down.
So this has been
They're
my
banning for memes right now. They're going after people for memes right now. I've almost got banned like 2 days ago for a meme.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, Facebook's getting pretty hardcore. I one time had my little girl I was sharing a video of her dancing, and I guess on my TV there was freaking Disney Channel was on the TV, and they sent me a warning, and they took down my video that I was sharing with just friends, and they sent me a warning saying that if you don't take this video is being taken down because there was copyrighted material. It literally was the bottom half, and it said Disney Channel. And you couldn't even see the whole TV. And it just because it was a live feed of her dancing with sharing it with friends, they sent me a warning. They took it down, but they sent me a warning that if I did it again, I could possibly get a profile termination.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I got to go back and delete some videos. It's like a year ago.
It is mad crazy. I mean, it's mad crazy. And it, like I said, it's something we've always had to worry about DMCA things, even in doing audio and stuff like that. But most audio has always been taken care of. Most internet radio stations and stuff. I don't know exactly how they work, but they take care of their licenses and stuff like that. But with this new avenue, and like other people have noted that I've listened to, great people that I've listened to, like Billy Lane and Devin Nash. These platforms have always been so small; they've never been in the eye of the lawmakers and stuff like that. Well, Twitch is now growing exponentially, especially after the shutdown of Mixer. Facebook is with their gaming and streaming, they've grown exponentially, and then taking on Instagram, and then YouTube's always been, massive. So now smaller, and that's why they went through all this 7 years ago. But now Twitch is starting to get the be put under the microscope, because of, once again, the labels and creators and distributors and stuff like that want their money. And if they pay the lobbyists to go talk to whatever, congressperson to do it, they're going to put it into a bill. So
yeah, paid the lobbyists. That's about right.
Yeah, that would suck for me, because it's like, man, if they just all of a sudden I wake up tomorrow and my freaking page is gone, I'd be totally
well. You always get you generally will get a warning.
Yeah.
They will tell you they're going to do it. They won't do it without any warning whatsoever. So you don't have to worry about that. Well,
if you're a massive abuser who's gotten several warnings,
yeah, exactly. But if you're just like yourself, Jeff, you're not gonna just wake up and. No, if you were repeatedly getting strikes,
right?
Yeah, that'd be another story. But
so that's the one thing I like about YouTube system is because you can upload something, and there is there's a lot of videos that tell you to do it. You can upload stuff privately. They will literally scan your videos and then give you either a warning whether the video is maybe you can't monetize that video because there's songs in it that are monetized for other labels or artists, or there's a song or a couple songs that you cannot have in your video, so they give you the option just to mute them. You'll have you'll have music, and then it'll be quiet for the duration of the song, and then the music comes back on. Or they'll tell you straight up that this video can't be seen in this country, or it can't be viewed on at all because you have a song on there that a label or a creator is doing not usable in any type of format. So YouTube gives you the option. Facebook will give you warnings.
In my opinion, a lot of the fear, it comes from the people who don't want you playing their stuff.
Right.
So there's a kind of an extra top layer of fear that's kind of added to the whole pool of all of this, you know, and it's really from the people who don't want you to play their stuff. So it's not quite as bad as generally it sounds, but it is bad. So, you know, it's just one of those things that you kind of have to, you know, be smart about, you know, that's all you have to do. If you're a mega abuser, well, then you're not going to be on Facebook very long. I mean, they're a click generator. They want to keep people who aren't abusing, who generate clicks and who keep their viewers. So if you're not a repeat offender, then they're not looking at you.
Okay, cool. Because if I get, you know, I'll leave it up for now, and then I guess I'll wait for that warning. But I'm looking over at the chats, and Helix has joined us, and she was saying that they'll take it down for you. You know what I mean? Is that the case?
Yeah, from my understanding, that's one of the new tools implemented in Twitch. That they'll send you an email saying that they will that you have content that should not be on there, and then they'll take it down for you. But I also do know they are handing out DMCA strikes too. But it's real weird. It's real weird who they're handing it out to and how they're handing it out to. Same thing on Facebook. You know, from a gamer's perspective, there are certain gamers who had multiple DMC strikes, and right, it's supposed to be 3 strikes and you're out. I've heard of some that have gotten multiple DMC strikes, but because it could be who they are, the amount of viewers they have, their clout with Twitch, and
the click is king.
Keeps them protected. And then there's smaller streamers who've been had multiple strikes and had their channels banned. So, I mean, and the same thing on, you know, we're finding out now on Facebook's doing it too, you know, but it does, I think it does come down to abusers. You know, Twitch is the real weird one on the way they're doing things. It's real weird. Facebook, I really think it comes down to abusers. You know, YouTube still, they probably have the best system in place. It might not be the most agreeable, but it's probably the best system in place. You know, so once again, you know, going back to this Play DJ platform, you know, I have not had a chance to check it out. I know that the Mixcloud user interface is real, you know, but they're giving the option to still do it. And I know Nicholas has done.
Yeah, it's equivalent to Twitch. In all honesty, it's the equivalent to the Twitch interface. A few menus, your stream key, customize your menus. You know, you've got a schedule. It's got an extra section for the saved videos, and then they do have a section for groups. Apparently, they're going to be expanding to some type of community or something on the page, because there's a whole section for groups that has like a beta section stamp on it. So they're expanding, and they're still opening up features on it.
So it's not have you noticed like it being buggy or anything like that? Like
no, not at all. It's rock solid.
It's pretty interesting.
Rock solid and very basic.
Yeah.
And they're just adding to it as they go, which is the right thing to do from a code perspective, rather than throwing a bunch of spaghetti at it and then removing stuff and kind of debugging stuff. They're starting small and kind of building it block by block by block as they go, which is just right.
Well, I think too, it also, you know, it also a lot has to do on the user end and what we do with our streams and how we have set up. I know that Mixcloud, they've even admitted it in interviews and stuff like that. They seriously just threw it all together like in like a few months to get it pushed out, and they knew that they were going to have issues and stream issues and bugginess. So. Yeah, I mean, I've gone to the Play DJ and watched some of the streams. Some of the streams are really dope and clean and clear. Some of them are a little choppy, and once again, it probably comes down to
coming from the user.
Yeah, the user inside. So
yeah.
Wow, that's
Crave was testing it with me today, and Crave saw the videos were clean, loud, everything was good.
Instant, no delays, no lags. I mean, sound quality came out great on everything. I mean, I was impressed.
Yeah, I mean, and it being the internet too, I know Twitch now has the ways you can stream at 320, Play DJ, but before it's been 192, and same thing, you know, it's Mixcloud's 192. Everything's pretty much pushed out at, you know, at that video wise and audio wise. So, you can get 320 on Twitch. There's a whole bunch. There's kind of some hoops you got to jump through to do it. But for the most part, it's 120. But it still sounds great. And the videos that I watched on Play DJ sound, the ones that weren't all chopping and stuff, were real good. And like I said, once it comes down to how you have your setup done and your internet, if you're hardwired into the internet, you're not.
Basically, the Play DJ basically has a standard. They're 720p video, so it's 1280 by 720 standard resolution, and their audio is 192.
Okay.
So that's what they're. As long as you can push that in, stably and with an upload rate, and make sure there's no frame skipping or anything, then that's pretty much what you get, which is a good quality video for streaming.
And Nicholas, right? Don't they also? They should be paying us for this right now. Don't they also? Don't they also
like a commercial?
Don't they also let you push out every platform?
Every time he says
yes, they do allow also multi-streaming. Crave and I tested multi-streaming today. One of the things we did was we went ahead and took the Play DJ stream and pushed it out to YouTube, and we pushed it out also to Twitch at the same time. And those streams there were live, no delays. You can ask Crave; they were clear as a bell, and everything was slick, no problem. Worked first time on my end. No, there was no problem as far as on my end. No glitches with the interface and anything. And he had basically the user end.
Yeah, and don't forget, Nick, if you're even just a basic user, I mean, this platform, even without paying any money, you get 5 videos a month, but unlimited audio streams. So, I mean, they give you a variety as well.
Yeah, you can use it as your own personal radio station, essentially, by having unlimited radio streams to that platform.
I mean, and as a bonus, we've actually, Nick, you can speak on this, but we had some concerns about, the amount of hours that we had set up for the crew and, not running up a huge whatever. But I'll let you finish that, Nick, because you've developed already a great relationship in just a few days.
Yeah, I've been speaking with the co-founder, Chester Charles. We've been speaking in just regards to getting some extra hours and working with us on this event, and he's been very gracious in regards to everything. And we started off initially with 20 hours, and we've now broadcasting 26. It's been great. It's been, like I said, they're very flexible and they're in a very progressive position with the software, and I think it's going to be a really good thing for us moving forward, really, for all the DJ community.
Wow, that is awesome.
I have something I want to ask you guys right here, right now. So New Year's Eve, can me and Orchid take over the stream and do an impromptu New Year's Eve stream for the crew?
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah.
We're talking like 6 hours. Shenanigans.
Yeah, I'll tune into that.
Yeah.
We'll set it. Yeah, Nicholas, I'll talk to you and we'll set it up. And that way, because I dropped the idea to Jenny, and we were just gonna watch everybody else's streams. But hell, I mean, she wants to play, and you guys, we all want to hear her play. So
yeah, we'll set that up.
I played the last 2 couple New Year's Eve, so that'll be nice.
You gonna get me a flyer for it, Rudy?
I will make one. I will bust one out.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Hey, Rudy, I'll open for you. No matter what time, I'll open.
All right. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Quick, we got a new project in the works that DJ Lovely from San Francisco here is taking on, and we'll be talking to everybody in the crew. We're going to have some representation battles, East Coast versus West Coast crew members. And we'll be doing it like once a month, like 2 to 6 DJs going head to head.
Woo!
So, and all for fun, all for learning, all for bragging rights.
Sounds like fun. It's like Amber's getting ready to go right now.
Are you ready for?
I think my Amazon just came here. Someone banged on my door. Come over. Hold on, let me go find out.
Delivery.
Go attend to that.
She's getting an early start on our collaboration there, Toks. Don't let her.
Hey, I want to ask one question to Jeff. I want to know how long you've been in DJing.
How long?
Yeah.
Well, it all started in Sacramento, Sacktown, USA. About 1985. Well, 84. I was just starting into like getting into like playing music. It all started just because my dad, a huge record collector, and he would always take me to Tower Records right on Broadway.
Tower Records, Broadway.
It was right on Broadway and Southland Park Drive, right?
Yep.
So he would take me there every weekend, and he would buy his tunes, and he goes, "Yeah, you go for it. Go look, go buy something." You know what I mean? And then, and I was all into like, the whole freestyle thing, the whole breakdance movement back in the day, and R&B. Yeah, so anything from like Lakeside to African Bambaataa, whatever, So I was the only child, right? On top of that, so it was like, so my record collection became huge, right? And I was the only one that couldn't break dance. I can't dance, so basically, but I did have the tunes, right? So my friends go, "Oh man, you got all the tunes and stuff like that. Can we come over and make tapes?" You know what I mean? So it just all started from just making cassette tapes, playing one track after another. And then my friend goes, "Look, you can get this mixer at Radio Shack,
Radio Shack mixers.
That was my first mixer.
Yeah, the realistic
series.
Yeah. So yeah, you can like mix records like you're on the radio and stuff like that. I go, wow, that's cool, man. You can mix it just like Uncle Jam's Army and all those guys, that you hear on K-Day and stuff. Because our friends used to send us tapes from Southern California before I lived up there, K-Day tapes, and if you guys know Southern California, Uncle Jam's Army, Egyptian Lover, all those guys, World Class Wrecking Crew, Dr. Dre old days, so it's just so we would look up to those guys, and it's just like, oh my god, that would be so rad. So I would just be trying to mix records and stuff like that, and my friend goes, "Hey man, do you want to play at one of our Buddhist church dances?" I go, "What Buddhist church dances?" I go, "Really, you guys get down with this kind of stuff?" He goes, "Oh well, you understand, our church dances are a little bit different, we actually have breakdancers that come in and stuff, and there's breakdance crews that come in and battle each other." I go, "At a Buddhist church function?" Because yeah, man, Asians know how to get down. I go, "Okay."
Hey, it wasn't the one on X and 10th, was it? The big one?
Yeah, right by Target.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Right?
That place is amazing.
Yeah. So that's where they have the bazaars every year and stuff like that, the big Buddhist church bazaars. But so that's where I got my start, right there. And I only had one turntable. My friend had the mixer and another turntable, and we just set up. I brought my records, and we just kind of just set up, and I just started playing music. But I didn't know how to mix worth anything, but I was blending the music, and that's my first time when I actually got the sense of programming. Right, so I didn't know how to mix, but I sure knew how to, play a track right after another. And I knew how to bring them up, I knew how to bring them down. Didn't know how to mix it, but hey, and as because you have to keep them going, especially when you're doing regular dance and they're all dancing to regular stuff, and then all of a sudden, okay, it's crew time, and so at the end, they have all the crews come out and battle, and so they're actually telling you what. So I got a lot of help from them. Can you play this one and then play this one next and then play that one? And it all started to click. It made sense. And then that's how I learned how to program from my friends, and knowing what they wanted, and how and with their routines, they would actually work like DJs. They would actually like kind of slow, bring it up, bring it down, and then climax again. And it's that's basically how I got my start. And then from there, I just did the club thing. I worked at Luau Gardens. I don't think it's there anymore.
Hey, no. So that's the funny thing. I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
So then the Rage.
Yeah, the Rage, right? Yeah.
Before that,
and Albie and all those guys,
Yeah.
I was a waiter there, but I was. It was before it was the Rage. It's called Cocoa Palms.
Cocoa Palms.
And so I was a waiter, but I wasn't 21. It's a 21 and over club. But I got to meet my first mentor, Glenn Uponce, and he was basically hands down the #1 DJ in Sacramento. So FM 102 would come down every weekend and do their simulcast with Skip Davis and Roy Kenji, and they would come down and do this live simulcast with Glenn, and he was like the first guy that would like be mixing records with videos. But the way he would do it, he would do it with beta tapes. Those not VHS, but beta tapes, and he would just mess with the pause and play, and then they had pitch control because they had a professional beta, so he was mixing videos, and I thought it was so freaking amazing, So just by doing events there, I got to know people. I was a constant guest on FM 102, and I felt that I was doing clubs. I was doing more clubs with them, with the radio station, and just playing everywhere, And then I just got to a point where I felt that I got to my plateau in Sacramento and I need to learn more. So in '87, I moved to Hollywood, North Hollywood, to be exact, and to go to school at the University of Sound Arts to become a sound engineer. And they had an excellent intern program there. So I got to intern at Capitol Records for a little while. I got to work at SEMA Distribution and help MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice move those records. And it's just one thing led to another. And then I got a job at K-Rock, started doing mega mixes for K-Rock, doing mixes for like Depeche Mode and New Order and OMD, all those new wave groups. And from there, with my good buddy Swedish Eagle, he was a DJ there, and then they started Mars FM, and then so basically I was working for K-Rock, and then I got a job working for DMC, the Battle DMC company, and so basically from K-Rock I went there, and then Eagle was involved in that too. So he goes, "Why don't you work? Do you miss radio? You should come over to, Mars, what we're doing there, and I'll give you a guest spot on the show." I go, "Okay, sure." So went there, and unfortunately that station lasted only, I don't know, about a year and a half or so. But it was too soon, But we were playing freaking Prodigy at 12 noon, you know what I mean? And Messiah, all those hardcore UK breakbeat artists. And Messiah actually came, and they go, "God damn, I can't believe you're playing Snow Law at freaking 12 noon," and that song was hardcore back then, you know what I mean? And just like for the most people, it just didn't make sense, but it was the first station of its kind. This was '91, and this is when the whole LA rave scene was blowing up, in '91, and Mars FM was in the middle of that, and I think it was, it was probably the cause of it too, because that station really, made a lot of artists big, artists like Moby, 808 State, MC 900 Foot Jesus, like it was just a plethora of great artists that was being born from that station. So basically just what they did with K-Rock with all the new wave artists, they wanted to do with Mars FM. In fact, it was the old owner of K-Rock that started Mars FM. He sold it to Infinity Broadcasting, and that's why he started Mars FM with Swedish Eagle. So it was, and from there I hit the rave scene, and I got signed to a label and started touring and stuff like that, and started making tracks and stuff like that, and it's just the rest is history pretty much from that point. But
that's where I came into your life, was that rave scene.
Yeah.
I was following you for a while before actually talking to you. Coming down from Santa Barbara constantly to LA, and the all the Insomniac stuff.
Yeah, it's so crazy to hear that, especially people like you, Tim, people that I feel are good friends. It's like how you were looked upon back then, and how you made a difference to them. It just goes back to saying, it's just like you DJs out there, that are coming up, who are getting some notoriety right now, you best not forget your roots.
Oh yeah.
And you better be cool, because you never know you never know when you're going to meet that person again years on down the line, and that person could possibly, you know, give you a great opportunity. You're going to throw that away a bit about being a dick. Forget about it. You know what I mean? Because there's plenty of artists out there that act like they're freaking God's gift to mankind, and I have no patience for that. You know, it's just not my way of thinking. You know, it's just so.
Yeah, I have no tolerance for stupidity.
That's why we love you, man. That's why we love you.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is too, you know, like I can go back to say the late 90s when, you know, flying a lot of places and playing and stuff like that, you meet people who you think would be possible assholes and you end up being the most dopest people you know, and then you meet people who are just coming up in their local scene who think they're God's gift to the table. You know, and it's crazy because, and just exactly right. I mean, we can't, you know, you have to, so I have this saying that people disagree with me about, but DJs, we all have egos. We are the center of attention, but it's how you portray your ego and being the center of attention and what you're doing with it as you're expressing yourself through your music and what you're doing. People do I mean, especially when we're all playing in front of hundreds of people or two people or in a massive like a warehouse from giant festivals, it's still whatever your opportunities are, you have to be appreciative of them. You have to be humble about them because especially like how things are now, we're sitting here with Simply Jeff. Somebody in 1995, when I first started being a breaks DJ out of Sacramento, he and still is somebody who I looked up to because of his pioneering in the sound that I loved. And when I finally got to play with you, Jeff, it was so dope. And we talked, and it was at Capitol, like I said, it was at Capitol Garage. I got to meet your family because some of your family came there.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, I was just so blown away because they were so damn cool, and you were so down to earth, and you know, and sometimes when you meet your idols, you know, some days they say don't meet your idols, but when you meet your idols, sometimes you're blown away by how down to earth they are because of the fact that they know their roots and stuff like that. You know,
awesome. Thanks so much.
You know, me and you, Jeff, we were supposed to do a show together in 1998. That fell through. I retired in like 2000, and then I suffered the brain injury. Well, I did all the spinal surgeries. I died, and then the traumatic brain injury recovered from, and then got back in touch with you. So all that time, I was this person that people are telling me was not that great of a person compared to this person now, post brain injury. So it may have taken like 22 years for this to happen, but it sounds like it's finally happening the right way. So I'm happy to have waited, and I just want you to know how much you've helped me and how much you've changed my life, and because of that, I've gone on to change the lives of others, and you touch it's gonna sound dirty. You touch a lot of people.
Oh, you're really crying. Yeah, stop the tears for a second.
Hey, but you know what though, Toks, brother, you know, with your outlook on life, and then everything that you've done, especially now with Nicholas and stuff like that, having part of SBC, and then bringing us all in, you know, looking at us all as individuals and reaching out to us and believing in us, you know, no matter whatever stage in our DJ career we are at, you know, you still come to us and reached out to us and seen something in us that you felt was worth representing SBC, you know, as not only as a crew, but as a family and as a community, you know, and the way we, you know, hold ourselves up, you know, whether it be we're able to give all our heart into it every single day, you know, or some of us who do have very busy lives and, you know, we can be there, you know, sometimes, but you still put that faith and love into us. And we reciprocate that because, dude, you are just one good dude. you know,
You're
who have
right.
a great vision of what you want to do, and then bringing people on, you know, like Nicholas, Crave, Amber, Gimmick, you know, Annie, you know, myself, Orchid, you know, Jamie, oh my God,
Patty,
Patty, you know,
PAC.
Dominic, you know, everybody.
Energy. Don't forget energy.
Everybody in the crew, dude. You know, you have this belief into what we do, and a lot of us do belong to. Some of us, you know, a lot of us do belong to other crews and organizations too. But this is a crew about giving, you know, and helping those, you know, who, you know, especially like through events like TBI and stuff like that, helping those, you know, get a message out there that there are people that care.
Yes, got Gimmick saying I'm thinking means we are family.
We are family.
We are. We really are. I love all of you. You are just amazing people, and your talents are just beyond this world, man. So I just want to be there to give you a platform to be, you know, to be who you can be and who you want to be, and, you know, give that out to the world. That's what the world wants, you know, happy people doing good things. That's the best music.
Y'all have stories to tell through music, and I will facilitate that now and forever.
That's what we need. I mean, facilitators are like so important. You know what I mean? I mean, especially I've learned, especially with doing all these fractured shows too. It's just like, man, if you don't have a good team, you know, facilitating it could be a nightmare.
Yeah,
straight up be a nightmare. So
I gotta give a shout out, and I got to fanboy a little bit because you know she's my online friend and stuff like that. I got to give mad props in Fractured to Zen, because you know her and
Zen. I think she's in a meeting right now, but
yeah, they do some amazing. They pull together. I mean, I think Zen is like the equivalent to Nick, to Nicholas. Oh, there she is. Yeah,
all right. Shall we do the full chat room shout out?
With the computer.
Let's do some shout outs. Let's give some props.
Yeah, let's get some props out. Yeah, definitely. So we got we got Gloria 1.
What up?
What up, Gloria?
She had a question. Is there a script or anything we can reference to email our representatives?
Probably for the DMCA stuff,
right?
I believe that was a conversation, not including us, about politics. I believe.
Oh, politics. Okay, we want to talk about politics here, of course. And
no. Wait. What she's asking about is the bill that just is there a part of the legislating to reference where the DMCA and copyright laws are going, like what part of the bill is? She can get a hold of a representative and tell them how she feels.
No idea.
Is that all in that email that we got from Twitch?
So that's because that's the bill that's where all these strikes are coming from. It just passed through Congress.
Yeah, it's the COVID bill.
Yeah. Well, the strikes are coming. The strikes are coming way before that. But yeah, the new legalities in the COVID bill, and it is written in there. I don't know the name of it offhand. Like I said, I'm still learning about it as much as I can, and I ask questions and I share stuff with, you know, people like Billy Lane and stuff like that to get his response, and so I can be a better educated on, you know, on things, because he gives me pretty good insight and view on what he does, you know, for the DJ community and how he breaks it down. So, but there is verbiage in there. You really gotta. I think that COVID bill is like 5,000 pages or something like that. But
I wouldn't know where the references are.
Yeah.
Remember we got that email from Twitch a couple weeks ago about all this stuff? Was that information possibly in the body of that email? I haven't looked.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Who else we got in the thing?
This is all new.
Yeah.
This is all new in that bill.
Yeah.
No, gotcha. All right, so
what? DJ Lovely.
But I don't see why you can't call your representative and just talk about it and represent, tell them that you don't, you disagree with the bill. It just comes down to the platform, platform like, Twitch just has to have work on their tools that way it benefits everybody on the spectrum, from the content creators, the streamers, to the artists and record labels. It just needs to be something that has to be addressed better and worked on, so everybody can, either share the music or benefit from the music that they've created, So it's just something that's really got to be worked on.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And looks like Crave, you got some props coming your way.
Hell yeah.
What's that?
Rono 6488. Read that. Crave helped me in so many ways to literally took me you to see his under
his wing.
Under his wing.
That's my son right there, who I adopted. He don't have my last name, but he's my family. He's my son. I helped raise him since he was a teenager. He had a bad situation, and I love the kid so much. He was always coming around when I was working on my car, my stereo and stuff.
Wow.
So,
man, you are a good guy.
Yeah, I probably got about 6 sons that weren't mine that I helped raise.
What? Man, you're awesome, man. You are awesome. Most definitely.
Thank you, Rodney. I love you too.
That's freaking awesome, man. Yeah, he's calling you uncle, man.
Oh, that's
Uncle Steve.
Respect.
Yes. That's freaking awesome. So tell us a little bit. So this event again starting at 12
p.m.
Why'd you pick that time 12?
Because I'm into sacred geometry and synchronicity and the universe, and it's one of those things that 1212 is one of those numbers like 144 or a lot of other numbers that they use in metaphysics, and it's a sacred spiritual number. So it fit, and it was about the time that I wanted to start the event, so it's what I used.
The universe resonates on very many wavelengths.
Wow, that's freaking awesome. I'll give a couple more props here. I see Samay, much respect. Awesome. Much respect to you, Lisa. We got
Phoenix, one of our newest guys. He's rocking.
Yeah, Phoenix is one of our newer recruits.
Yep.
I think he's probably our youngest recruit to date.
How old is he?
Like 4.
4?
What?
I'm just teasing the kid.
DJ, then potty train.
Hey, he's already got me interested on working on our Discord together. So if he's 4 years old, he's badass for being 4 years old.
Phoenix is 18.
Oh, he's 18.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
Some crap.
Uncle 50.
Yeah, and I got to give one shout out before we go any further. I want to thank my best friend, Paul Harrell, man, DJ Dirty Uncle. I've known him for like 20 plus years. And honestly, he's probably the reason I am here today because, all the times I wanted to give up, he was just like, man, you're good. Keep pushing. He would never let me give up. So he's watching right now. So I love you, Paul.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you need those people to, help you out and give you some confidence, I mean, there's plenty of times where, oh man, that sucked. You know what I mean? And then, it's just like, no, Jeff, you did actually a good job. Because I don't know, man, freaking wasn't happy with that one, But then you get, you never know who's going to like your stuff or not, and, sometimes we're a little bit too harsh on our own self,
Oh, yeah, we're our own worst critic all the time.
Yeah, right? And so having that extra person there to actually help you through those times are very important, you know what I mean? So it's, so very cool.
I just want to say to everybody that's watching one thing too, from me personally. So talking about, having people that to be there for you, always look to those who inspire you. Always look to those that are willing to listen to you and stuff like that. As somebody who personally suffers from depression, remember though too, that it's okay not to be okay. And if you have people that you look up to, whether it be in the music industry, DJs or content creators or people that just anybody inspires you, man, reach out to them. They probably have similar stories. You know, find an organization that you can support and be part of, that when you're down, that they can be part of too. You know, like TBI, you know, these, you know, people that suffer from traumatic brain injuries also have other probably things that they deal with on the daily. So, you know, and if you're somebody who can be a force of positivity for somebody, be that force, you know. Sometimes people don't always want you to reach out when they're suffering, you know, from maybe
have to.
brain injuries, or if it's somebody who's suffering from physical pain like my wife, or somebody who suffers from depression. They might not always want you to be there, but if they know you're there, that's an A+, and it is something that is ultimately life-saving. So just remember that.
Word.
Most definitely. Uncle 50, man, loves you too, bro.
And pass that on to everybody. Share it. Pass it on.
And share it and pass that. Definitely. That's some awesome.
Smoke Break Crew says pass that.
We need to bring Plur back. We all remember Plur as OGs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
remember,
you're very popular on this. You're getting a lot of props, dude.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
He's been my cheerleader the last couple of weeks, getting my recording done for the event. So yeah, he's been helping me a lot like that too. So mad props to Crave.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm kind of the tier like you, Jeff. I'm like,
that's so awesome, man.
I'm not paying these people.
So I'm looking at the lineup now. So we got Anga Martin.
Ananga
Martin, and who's going to be opening up at 12:15 East Coast time. So that would make it what 10 o'clock, 10:15.
No, it's going to be about 9:12.
9:12
your time.
9:12 our time.
Yeah, Pacific Standard.
Okay, so I'm looking at the so on this lineup it says it starts at 12:15, but it's actually 12:12.
Well, it's actually 12:12. Yeah.
So you round out at 12. Okay, but
yeah, so we're doing the different acoustic artists and whatnot first.
Yeah, we're starting off with 3.5 hours of acoustic musicians. It's basically the first up to Cara Elizabeth, I think, is the last acoustic musician. And then from there, we have 6 hours of MP3 audios that we've applied some 3D visuals to that will be running for approximately 6 hours. So we have 6 artists. I think the last one is either Yoshi or Linda B. I'm not looking at the list.
I don't know. Can you see
Should
that?
be Linda B.
Let me see.
Yeah,
So,
Linda B.
You got the list there. Yeah, Linda B is the last visual video, and then Crave at about 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10:18 roughly. His video will be starting in the evening, and that will be running all the way through from, let's say, 10:18 p.m. then through till noon the next day when you'll be performing, Jeff.
Oh yeah. So okay. So I'm on at 12. Well, that's what is that going to be? Almost 10 o'clock.
12:53. That'll be almost 10 o'clock PST on the 30th.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna take the early morning drive, y'all. So around 10 o'clock, check it out, or 9:53.
You know what I love
grab your coffee, grab some breakfast, and check out what you've missed.
The thing I love about this, though, is that everybody that gave a submission. So, us as DJs, especially when we are doing a live event, we are constrained to, especially with streaming, if we're doing multiple shares, we are constrained to our time limit. And then if we are still playing or something like that, or if it goes a few minutes over, we have to kind of cut it short. Whoever's manning a stage, stuff like that, to bring on the next DJ, and that's for equal fair time. With this format, the cool thing that Nicholas did, everybody's submission is playing out in full entirety, so that's why the times seem a little weird. That's what's so cool about it, Yeah,
we're not cutting anybody's performances. What was turned in is what's played. So some are a little bit over, some are a little bit under, and so it's a real good approximation within a couple of minutes.
Yep.
Oh, that's really cool, man. I mean, yeah, it sounds like awesome time, man. So I'll probably just have it on the whole day. I probably won't get any sleep, but it's all good.
Yeah, I gotta say, massive shouts to our world artists for the DJs out here. Jesta, Linda B, and we got KDJs.
They're from Spain, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, they're from Spain, and they're just awesome guys. They've been big supporters, and we've been playing their music, and they're just fantastic people.
That's awesome. And then you go on after the KDJs, and then I go on after you. Wow,
Yeah.
what an awesome time that'll be. Yeah, I'm gonna get
Yeah. We're lucky enough to have.
I've been working on this mix for 3 months.
For 3 months, Crave? Woo! Listen to this one.
What?
He's been working on his mix for 3 months, man. That shit better be tight.
I got some swing, some hip hop, some trap. I got it all. I saw the lineup and I was like, I need to get my own lane a little bit.
And that's the nice thing about this whole event. It's not just electronic music, it's everybody part of RadioCave, artists from RadioCave and Smoke Break Crew and stuff like that.
So, also, I forgot to mention this. We'll be giving away a piece of art. We have a piece of art from Joy Smiles Art. That's one of our community artists. It's actually I'll give you a picture soon. It's a brain in the shape of a heart, and it's colored green. It has some sacred geometry on it. It's really cool. It has like the words love, hope, and joy and creation or something like that embedded into like the brain. It's really cool. And we'll be giving that away to we'll be raffling it away. Basically, anybody that donates at least $5 will get a raffle ticket number on the Facebook on Facebook, and also sent to them on Messenger. And then after the event is all finalized and the fundraiser's done, I'll be basically taking all those tickets and we'll be raffling it off and giving it away to somebody. And then we also have another piece of art donated by one of Toks' friends by the name of Cal Extra. That's basically like a fractal piece of art, and it was donated, and then they'll be getting a print of that. But the Joy Smiles art is an original piece of her art as well. So we'll be giving those away, and that's something that we do with each RadioCave event. Is whenever we have those, we basically pull art from our artists of the community to help promote them and to help sell their art, and use them as raffle events and giveaways and promotions in the events that we do for the nonprofits. So it's all a win-win, and it's for the community. So it works out well. So yeah.
Wow, that's great, man. What's that? Is that
that's the piece of art from Cal Extra that will be given
I
away.
love Cal. I love her. She's from the UK.
Yeah,
she's a huge lover of breaks and supporter. That girl, man, she's been a supporter back when I had my radio. Me and Rockit had our radio show. Before me and Jenny met, when I had my radio show on New Breaks. For years, she used to get mad support, and she's part of the NSB community. She's on Twitch supporting people that play breaks. I mean, she's got mad love for everybody in the community.
She's actually done a show with us before too. She did the the listener choice. So she picked out like 15 tracks, gave it to DJ Jesta, and then DJ Jesta played that for one of our ladies' night specials.
Wow.
But yeah, she was the first person that I met as a listener and in the chat room on NSB Radio, and by that, but the first friend I made there. So she's fantastic. She donated that. I'll have it printed up. We're either going to do it on glass or on canvas. So
Valoria one says, I'd love to donate some art. Yeah, that's awesome.
How would they?
All they have to do is go to the RadioCave Foundation website, radiocavefoundation.com, scroll to the bottom. There's a text box that says, send us a message. You can put in your email, tell us what you want, and it'll send you a message right to me and just strike a conversation. Tell us what you'd like to do. Put something in an event. Put some art up. We actually have an art marketplace. We can put art up for sale. We can, basically put it up for like digital consignment. We'll put it up for you when it sells, and then you can ship it, kind of thing. Like, there's a number of different things we can do. All people have to do is really start reaching out to us, and there's really a plethora of things that we can do, from personalized radio stations. I mean, there's just so much stuff, to art, to the market, to these events. There's just a lot of things. Yeah, just go to the website and reach out to us there.
If you're an artist and you're looking for a chance, hit us up.
Yeah, we're calling out for artists. Yeah.
If you play guitar, you play a sitar, you play a harp.
Yeah, poetry, any kind of live arts, live graphic arts, poetry, spoken word poetry, anything like that. We're looking for those types of individuals too. We promote all of that, and we're looking to also build profiles. We basically build profiles on our website for those individuals so that they can share their unique opportunities and their skills out to other social medias that they wouldn't normally have an opportunity to if they didn't have an account on it and stuff like that. So we'll make you a centralized profile on the website, and then you can share that out to whatever you have, and we help drive traffic to your sites. And that's just part of being part of the community. So that's what we do to help individuals, and then we just go from there. It's really a win-win situation, and we're really just trying to help people. That's really what it comes down to. There is no other ulterior motive. It's really an honest thing.
That easy. It's so easy. Just contact us.
Just speak up.
If you need help, we want to help you.
We're here.
That's how I got in SBC. I came to Toks. That's it. Just reached out.
Yeah. You need a chance, we want to give it to you. That's what we're here for. That's what we do.
It doesn't matter.
And even if you're not an artist, I need help with all kinds of stuff: social media promotion, sharing, all kinds of good stuff. So even if you're not an artist, if you want to help out with some stuff, we do have a nonprofit license we're getting next year, and a lot of stuff that we're doing. So you know what? If anybody wants to help out, I'm always looking for any kind of help we can get.
And I've got like tons
I'm going to be designing shirts for the crew.
Oh, yeah, Rockit, you're designing shirts for the crew, you said?
Yeah. I have a bachelor's degree in visual communications and graphic arts.
Oh, so, damn, right on. Put that to use.
Yeah, we have an online store for clothing. We have our own internet radio channel that runs 24/7. And this next year, I'll be starting a podcast about pairing food with beets. I do have a degree in culinary arts that I got back in 2007.
There's talent here, man. That's great.
Yeah, we'll be doing a different type of podcast, like a wine pairing with your meal. It's going to be slamming beets with it instead.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. And if they all need to contact you guys, they can just go to scrolling down there. It's the RadioCaveFoundation.com. And you have your own SBC one too, RadioCaveFoundation.com/SBC as well too.
Yeah, you can hit us up on Facebook /The Smoke Break Crew. Hit me up on any social media. It's usually DJ_TOKZ. Send me a message. We got under the umbrella of the SBC. I think we have like 7 different radio stations that we're on already, besides starting to create our own. So we have outlets for people, and like we said, we will just want to help.
That's awesome. Crave, where can they find you if they want to get in touch with your lovable self and maybe help them raise some kids or something?
You can find me on Facebook just under DJ DEEJYCRAVE. That's probably the best way to reach me. Or my real name is Christian Craven on Facebook. So if you want to start a friendship, obviously, and have more communication, let's start there.
One of the things you can do is you can go to that SBC link on the foundation /SBC, and that actually has a list of all of our DJs' profiles, and you can find every single one of them, and then their profiles will actually navigate you to their Facebook sites and help you get in contact with them all.
Yep.
Wow, that's great, man. You got it going, man. You're getting your everything covered there. It sounds really, really good and promising, man. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, right. I agree, Rudy.
Hey, we've had good role models, you know.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome, guys. So tomorrow, so it's not only going to be on Play DJ, but it's also. Are you guys also? I don't think
It's gonna be on Twitch.
It's going to be on Twitch.
Twitch/RadioCave, I think is the URL for
It is?
Twitch. It's pretty simple, yeah.
Posted in the chat room.
And then it's going to be on our website, which will be essentially just an embedded player from YouTube. So it'll also be on our if you go to our website, right on the homepage, I went ahead and embedded it right there on our homepage earlier today. So you can watch it on our website as well. So, but if the stream happens to go down for any reason on YouTube and there's any kind of, copyright stupid issues, everybody will be able to go over to the Play DJ site. And that URL for the Play DJ site is in the description on YouTube. It's clearly right there in the top and the bottom. So it's super easy to find.
Yeah,
It'll be notated. It'll be there, so you'll be able to find it if there's any YouTube issues.
yeah.
There's nothing Nick has not thought about over there.
Yeah, this man, he's got it. He's got them gears turning and wheels moving.
Well, I'm not surprised knowing his background now, so it's makes sense. And we got DJ Lovely giving us some great information there. So just go ahead and check them out, Twitch TV/RadioCave Foundation. Also, again, you can go to the main website, the RadioCave Foundation.com, to find out about all these artists that are going to be playing or connected with you guys as well, to get in touch. Man, I'm really, really happy that you guys are doing this. Great night of information about Play DJ. We covered a little bit about the DMCAs too and the event. Man, thank you guys for joining me today, and hopefully we can do some more of this kind of informational thing. I think this is very valuable learning. I've learned a lot today for sure.
You're definitely part of the family, so let's do it.
Yeah.
If you start a podcast and do this on the regular, I want to be in.
Okay, yeah. We were just talking about this because it's just I'm debating if I should actually I barely have time to do this once a month. And my whole goal when I was doing this whole thing is if I can do a podcast once a month or just stream once a month, that's my goal. And so I'm there. Now I guess I got to take it to the next level and find out a day where I can actually do this every week. I mean, it's just
grab your Play DJ account.
Hey, I'm sending my application to be your co-host. I'm sending you my application co-host, man.
Oh yeah, I think you'd be a great co-host, man. That'd be great. We should think of something. We got to think of some sort of thing to actually, do this. I think that'd be, I don't know, awesome.
What's up, Toks?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say one last thing before wrapping things up. Wanted to give a shout out and let him know that we're all thinking about him. He's in our hearts and our minds. One of our brothers in the crew, Gimmick, his partner had a stroke the other day, and he's now home and trying to recover. So just wanted to say hello, Wade.
Matt,
we love you, Wade. We love you, Wade.
Get better, man. Anything we can do, we're here for you.
Yeah, most definitely, man. That's freaking awesome. So thank you all again for joining us. People are saying bye and giving us some comments. Oh, we got one from Uncle 50. Why not make this worldwide? Well, it is worldwide in a sense, I guess, right?
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Entertainment's worldwide.
Yeah, the entertainment's worldwide. Yeah,
we're getting there.
Yeah, I'm sure you thought of that already, right, Nick?
We have lots of plans.
Yeah. We've got some big goals. We've got some our sights are set on some really big targets, and we've got some big plans for ourselves for 2021. So, yeah. We'll be talking to you about some of those, Jeff. So.
Oh man, I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah,
all right,
buddy.
Guys. Looking forward to tomorrow again. Tomorrow, the 29th, starting at 12:12. All right. And you gotta listen Eastern.
Yeah.
And that's that's 9:12. 9:12 West Coast time. All right. Tomorrow, you got to check it out at right down there, playdj.tv/SBC, the RadioCave Foundation. Check it out there. You don't need an account to see it. You could just click on that URL and boom, you're going to watch it. Keep it on all day. Keep it on until like the next day, till the 30th, until I go on, until the very end. And, it's going to be a good time.
And
or catch it, grab some Z's and wake up and grab Jeff's, performance with some coffee and your eggs.
Yeah,
There we go.
man. I'm looking forward to that.
And please, anybody that's out there, if you guys do see the links, if you see it come up in your socials on Twitter or on Facebook, share the post and the event. Get the word out, to everybody that you can, and and in your post too, let them know it's 100% free. They don't need an account. They can just click on the link and come watch it and come check everybody out that's participating. The more that we can help people understand what RadioCave, SBC, and One Mind are doing and benefiting, with people like you that share the post inside your social medias. It just helps the community grow overall and bring more people in to understand what we're doing and what's going on, and to share the creation of what's being made.
Oh, great.
It sure helps.
Share Simply Jeff stuff too.
Please share. I'm just, I came back. I mean, I took a break, a little break there, a little 8-year, around there, hiatus. And I'm just now coming back about 2 years ago now. So I'm just kind of like, building my social media, because all that time is just like, man, well, I thought it was MySpace still. Just kidding. But no, that's not that bad. But anyway, please go to my sites and follow me.
He's on Facebook. He's on Twitch. He's on Twitter. He's on Instagram.
Mixcloud. All that
You're
information.
on SoundCloud too.
SoundCloud. So
Rockstar right here. Rockstar.
So you'll find all my links somewhere on one of my social media pages. I'm just not. I guess I should have had something posted there, but I wasn't really prepared for that. But propping myself. It's all about you guys today, right? So, but anyway, thank you guys again. I'm really looking forward to the show. Tomorrow, and all the way straight through to the next day. And man, I'm just so glad that we were actually able to come together to do this. It's for a great cause. OneMind.org. Remember, check them out. Great organization there.
We'll have the link pinned for if anybody wants to donate. It is 100% of your donation goes to One Mind, and we'll have the Facebook URL pinned on the YouTube chat tomorrow. So when anybody goes to the YouTube station, they checks it out, it'll be pinned there. And then we'll also have the URL placed in the chat from time to time on Play DJ and stuff like that. So it'll be around if anybody has the opportunity. And it might be a Giving Tuesday, so we might get lucky and your donations would be doubled tomorrow. So that would be really cool too.
Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of us did that.
That's freaking awesome. All right.
Yeah, so your donations are matched most likely tomorrow. I think it's Giving Tuesday again. They've been doing that every Tuesday now, so I'm pretty sure.
Why they're waiting too.
So, but yeah,
Well,
thank you.
Thank you all. This is going to be fantastic. It's going to be epic, and couldn't have done it without any of you. Nick, just a powerhouse. Jeff, looking forward to this for over 20 years. Can't say more. Amber, one of the best female DJs I know. Rockit, and then Crave. I love Rockit.
Maybe you know your love's there, man.
I love all you guys. I'm here for y'all. Yeah, give me direction.
Thank you.
Thank you for this, Jeff. We appreciate you for giving us this time.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. And thank you for being here and being part of our show and helping me promote my page too. So it's a win-win situation.
Put you up on the SBC page.
Yeah, definitely. We'll work on that.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll talk
Sounds good.
All right, guys. Until tomorrow. Peace out.
Peace out.
Bye.